A totally avoidable I don't work here story. My husband and I went to cooking class this weekend at a local grocery store. We've been before, so we know the drill at this location. You check in, grab an apron and name tag, and then you grab a cup and go get a free soda, tea or coffee. So we're in the restaurant portion of the store, waiting in line at the soda machine. They have a yummy blueberry soda. We don't normally drink soda, but that stuff is amazing. It tastes even better with vodka. The lady in front of us, we'll call her Sheila, was standing there sort of looking at the machine. Then she turns around and this happens.
The root beer is empty.
Oh, that's too bad. The blueberry soda is really good.
My son isn't going to want that. He wants root beer.
Oh, well, maybe the other machine has it. He points at the other machine. Now at this point, she's looking at him like, aren't you going to fill it? And my husband is smiling and probably wondering why he can't get to the soda machine. She's just looking at him, wondering why he's not jumping into the soda machine action. He's standing there smiling, thinking, soda. At this point, I realize, oh crap, we're wearing aprons and name tags. So I told her, sorry, we don't work here. We're taking a cooking class down the hall. And then I pointed at the cooking school sign. She just sort of laughed and said, oh, okay, got it, have fun. We then get back into class and we told the instructor what happened and he laughed. As the others were coming in, he'd say, go get your drink, but if you wear an apron and name tag, someone is going to think you work here. So a pretty mild I don't work here lady, totally preventable and kind of our fault. I think my husband is still wondering what exactly happened. We got her blueberry soda though, so it's all good. No idea if her son got his root beer. Not entirely a bad scenario or situation, just a big misunderstanding. The only other misunderstanding is what I'm going to do to that neighbor's rooster if it doesn't shut the fuck up. My God. A situation that could have totally been avoided had they taken the time to take off the aprons. Honestly, there was no real bad consequence to this. Usually the typical Karen gets upset, but this was a Sheila. And I think the world needs to be littered with more Sheilas than Karens, because at least they seem a little bit more understanding than your typical Karen. Sheila seemed to know what's up. And when you said, oh, I don't work here, she didn't sit there and argue like most people for some reason, which is still baffling to me. What scenario, what situation have you ever been put in where you go to a store and an employee says, I don't work here, and walks away? I can say I've never had that happen. Ever. I've never seen it. Anyone I've known has never had that happen. Me and my coworkers joke around, but that's usually behind the counter in the back room. We're like, hey, we need someone to clean this, and they're like, I don't work here. But that's between us. No one ever just says that to a customer. Entitled theater goers demand I open the doors. Just for a little context, I'm a university student staying in accommodation in the city. Round the corner is a popular theater with people coming in from several countries away to see the shows. My university has named its buildings after notable features, people, and mine is named after the theater. Back at the start of the academic year, the student union kindly handed out free t-shirts in the different colors with the building names on the front, as well as the events they were putting on for the Freshers Week on the back. Not particularly good quality t-shirts, but helpful on nights out when making friends, as you could spot students from a mile away. People stopped wearing the shirts out and freshers ended, but some still used them to go to the gym or intramural sports. Skip to last week when I finally got mine back out of the wardrobe. I needed to go to the shop across the courtyard before it closed, so I shoved on a t-shirt, a pair of joggers, and my sliders. Not the best look, but I was only going for 5 minutes, and it definitely was better than walking across in my pajamas. I managed to get in and out of the shop no trouble, but then I encountered Tiffany. Tiffany was a standard Karen personality, but in a fancy getup and posh accent. She saw the building name on my shirt and wandered over.
Excuse me? When are the doors going to be opened?
Sorry, what do you mean?
For the show. There's a lot of annoyed people outside waiting.
I don't know. I don't work at the theater.
Yes, you do. You have the shirt.
At this point, I realized her mistake. To be fair, for someone not from the area, it's an easy one to make. Whilst this was happening, 2 more people came over who were in the same group as Tiffany. We'll call them Jasper and Anne.
What's going on? This girl won't open the doors.
Jasper turning to me.
And why not?
I don't work at the theater. I'm a student.
But you have the shirt on, so you clearly work there, student or not.
Me pointing at a large orange sign. No, I just live in the building named after the theater. This shirt was free from the uni.
And lets out a small sigh and says,
she's a student. She lives in that building. She doesn't work at the theater. The staff there wear black collared shirts and trousers, not gym wear.
Oh, well then.
The queue was growing and Jasper suggested getting back in line with the others, so they didn't have to wait outside much longer, and agreed, coaxing a still very irritated Tiffany away, before turning back and mouthing, sorry. Should've just gone in my pajamas. So unlike the last story, this Karen doesn't quite understand that just because you're wearing the shirt of the place you're at doesn't necessarily mean you work there. It's just a name to define the hall the person stays in. Like, God forbid you take someone like this anywhere that has a souvenir shop. God forbid you take them to like Disney World and you want Disney World across your chest. You must work there. Obviously, since you're wearing the shirt, she must be a riot at concerts. You know, like the places where they sell band shirts with the band name on it and the tour dates on the back. Automatically, that makes you a stagehand. This is the same type of person where if Clark Kent takes off his glasses, they're like, where did Clark go? The shirt doesn't say where... I have a shirt that says Verizon on it, and I've never worked at Verizon in my life. But I'm almost tempted to walk into a Verizon store wearing a Verizon shirt, just for the lulz. Also, I don't have Verizon service, which makes it even funnier. An actually nice Karen. My first post here, so don't judge. Very short story. So about a week ago, I was shopping at my local mall. I go there often just to pick up a few things and run some errands for my parents. I was shopping peacefully with my earbuds in when I felt a tap on my shoulder. In comes Karen. No need for cast, as it's just me and Karen.
That's not very nice of you to be listening while you're working.
Oh, sorry, but I don't work here.
Really? I thought you would, since you have a blue shirt just like the others. Points to the cashier wearing a blue shirt.
Oh, no. I don't actually work here.
Oh, sorry then. But not to bother you, but do you know where the dairy aisle is?
Well, of course. I guided her to the aisle, and since the store wasn't very big, it was pretty easy to show her the way. She ended up thanking me. Now, this is a rare thing to see in the wild. An actually nice Karen. I want to rename all nice Karens Sheila, just like the one at the beginning of the video. The ones that are a little more understanding than your typical Karen, though she did do a very Karen-esque thing, which she kind of dictated what the person should and shouldn't be doing, i.e. when they were wearing their headphones and they were at work, even though they didn't work there. Honestly, if someone's wearing headphones and they're at work, yeah, it's probably a little danger, but at least one butt in. Because I could imagine working at like a grocery store or your like Target or Kmart or Walmart or something like that and listening to the same bullshit music over and over and over again. I've been there. It sucks. It's obnoxious. I'm telling you, I don't want to listen to Margaritaville by Jimmy Buffett another time. It has been over 100 and something times I've listened to this stupid song. Don't force it on me. I've been to Margaritaville. It's not as fantastic as you think. So that's all the stories today. I would have to say my favorite one today would be the middle one, only due to the absurdity of wearing a shirt to any type of venue you want to go to that actually might share the name of the venue you're at. It automatically makes you an employee. It just seems so absurd. That just proves to me some people don't look past a shirt. So I want to know what your favorite story is. I want to know what your opinions are. Please tell me in the comment section below. I love reading your comments. I absolutely do. The good and the bad and some of the ugly. But I love reading your comments because it puts a big old smile on my face. I thank you guys very much for watching. I thank you very much for following along. You guys have been great. You guys have been beautiful. And as usual, as always, my friends, stay frosty and keep moving forward. Waiting away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker of soul. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's my own damn fault.